One of the most popular careers in the world right now is becoming a social media influencer, whether this be through Instagram or YouTube or even TikTok. But out of the millions of people across the world that want to make this career a reality, the sad truth is that many of them don't even start. And this is because picking a niche is very hard for these people to do and causes them not to even start in the first place. So with this video, I'm going to show you how to find your winning niche using economics. First, we have to talk about what a niche actually is. A niche is a category or a type of thing that you post about. It can range from anything from posting content about basketball to a specific video game like Rocket League or even running and fitness. But a niche doesn't have to be so specific. It can also just be something like the outdoors. You can go do outdoor activities with your friends or your family and post about it. And another thing you can have your niche about is just being genuine and trying to make people smile. That's what I'm trying to do with this channel. I'm trying to add some authentic and genuine content to YouTube and try to brighten people's days and give them advice that I know will help them out. Now you might be asking yourself, how should I choose a niche? This is a very good question because if you don't know what to choose, then you're not going to be able to start creating content in the first place. And this is what millions of people fall victim to when they try to start their channels or their pages on Instagram. They just don't know what to choose. So what I would say is to choose something that you are very good at or you specialize in. If you have a talent for drawing, or if you have a talent for basketball or making music, make that your niche, because if you already have a passion in that thing and you already have a talent for it, you'll be able to set yourself apart from other people that might not have the skills that you have. And it'll also make the process of creating videos easier since you already have the skills necessary to actually do the thing in the video. Now you just have to work on your filming and your editing and your graphic design for thumbnails, which is something that's really fun to learn. So pick something that you're good at and try to make it unique to yourself. Also, pick something that you enjoy doing. If you really want to make this career or just this side hustle a reality, you're going to need to pick something that you really enjoy doing so you can keep doing it over and over. Now, how does economics play into this? You might be asking yourself, how does the concept of what you probably think is just money apply to a YouTube niche, something where you're just creating videos for fun? So, what you have to understand is something called the law of demand. And this is probably the most basic economics concept that you'll ever learn if you take a class. Basically, in the real world, there is a relationship between the price of a product and the quantity of that product sold, and this is called demand. The higher the price of a product, the less quantity demanded by consumers because people will be less willing to buy that product, and vice versa. The lower the price of the product, the more that people will be able to demand for that product because they can buy more. Now, instead of thinking of it as price and quantity, you should instead think of it as the number of creators for the price column, and for the quantity axis, the individual views that your video is able to get. Now, why can you put these things on these axes? The price of a product represents how much you're willing to sell it for. Now, the reason you would replace this with number of creators when trying to figure out how the law of demand applies to picking a YouTube niche is because the more creators there are for a niche, the less individual views your channel will be likely to receive. If there's 25 people already making underwater basket weaving videos, then if you try to hop on that niche, your videos just aren't going to be able to get the same views as everybody else's. So, knowing this, you need to be able to separate yourself and specialize. You should choose a niche that not many other people are in. One that's very specific, but also tailored to the skills that you already have. Now, the reason you don't want to step into a niche that so many other people have already been in is because they're likely already more experienced than you and can create better videos than you since they've been doing it so long. And this kind of applies to a very important idea. You need to avoid saturation. What I mean by saturation is that in the niche that you try to choose, like I was talking about, if you have like 25 or 50 people doing the same thing, it's going to saturate the market. There's going to be so many people that viewers need to choose from, and they're just not going to be able to watch all of them. You have to understand that viewers are normal people themselves. They don't have unlimited time, so they're going to choose to watch only the creators that they trust and know are the best. And if you're not one of those people, if you're just in a saturated market and you can't get ahead, then nobody's gonna watch your videos. Now, you have to understand, and this relates to economics as well, that everything is a business. The effort and work that you put in to make your YouTube videos or TikTok videos or Instagram posts will directly correlate to the views, subscriptions, and follows that people give you on your pages. Because it's a business, you have to be smart with the work and the effort you're putting in. If you try to join a saturated niche, you put in a lot of work, you're still gonna get some views and your work will correspond with that, but you're not gonna reach your full potential. Now, if you choose a specific niche, one that you're good at but not many other people are in, you'll be able to see lots of views across the YouTube or TikTok communities or even Instagram, because people will find your content unique and refreshing. Now, the most important thing is just to start now. When you're taught the concept of investing, you're taught to start as soon as possible. And that's because with fixed interest rates, your investments will grow every year and they can compound on each other. You can use the idea of compound interest to represent what will happen if you keep posting YouTube videos. If you have one video posted, you'll be able to get a few views. If you post 2 more videos, your views will multiply by that much. And if you post 3 more videos, you'll be able to get so many more views than just if you posted that one video. The more videos you post, the better you'll get at creating. The more people will have access to your channel, the more exposure it'll get. There's higher chances for them to blow up and go viral, and for more people to view them. So starting now is super important. And you shouldn't be scared by choosing a niche. Just go with something, and if it doesn't work, you can always pivot. I bet that in the future I'm gonna have to change the niche of my channel. And to be honest, I don't even really know what it is right now. But I'm just gonna post videos and keep working and see what people like. And that's what the most important thing is. Just to keep going, keep pushing yourself, and try to figure out what other people like and building your brand. You need to figure out what the market is asking for. Just remember that time plus effort equals success. No matter how much time you have to put in, no matter how much effort you have to put in, you'll always find success if you just stay dedicated. Always remember that you got this. If it doesn't work out in the start, just keep going and pivot your channel to figure out what your viewers actually want. I know it's the start of summer break for a lot of us, so my challenge for you is to not waste your summer. If you have this dream of creating content, whether on YouTube, Instagram, wherever it is, start now, try to pursue that dream and make the most of your summer, because when school comes, you'll have so much less time and so much less time for creativity. And if you're concerned about not having the right equipment, the last video I filmed, I just have an old camcorder and I use my phone. And I was able to make something that I was really proud of and I think was pretty high quality. So even if you just have a phone, there's no excuse not to start, and who knows, the more videos you put out, maybe you'll get some money to be able to buy some more equipment. So this is your sign to go for it, to start posting videos, to start chasing your dreams, and just know that you got this, I believe in you, and there's no better time to start than right now. Thank you. If you made it to the end of the video and you're interested in seeing a video project that I put more than 50 hours of effort into, click on the screen right now. I would really appreciate if you watched it, and make sure to make the most of your dreams this summer.